YouTube? It's the girl Beauty from the Block here, and I am back with another video. Today, I have an interesting topic that's on my heart that I just wanted to talk about. I'm in my bathroom because I just did my makeup. I was going to film how I did my makeup and show you guys me doing my eyeshadow for the first time, but that was an epic fail. So we'll try that again later. But how have you been? I know it's been a while since I have been on here. So, update, I enrolled back into school. If y'all have been following me for any amount of time, then you know that me and school have been going at it since 2014, and I just finally decided to take it by the horns and just go for it and stop fearing failure, because like Michelle Obama said, failure is a feeling way before it is a result, before it is a real thing. So I want to keep my thoughts positive about the whole process, and I just solicit your support and prayers throughout this journey, okay? Because I need this degree, period. I want to talk about the hoe phase, and and like where that comes from, why I think women do it, why I did it, because I had a hoe phase, and I think that every woman has a hoe phase. And if you haven't, not saying that every woman needs a hoe phase, but I think certain women benefit from having a hoe phase, and I'm gonna explain why, and then others don't. Okay, I just want to talk about the hoe phase in general, misconceptions about the hoe phase, what I think about the hoe phase, and so on and so on. If I had to define what a hoe phase was, I would say a time where a woman is being free. That doesn't always mean sex, because a lot of the times people will label you a hoe just for going on a date with more than one guy at a time. I actually don't think that anything makes you a hoe, because the same standards don't apply to men, and that's the one double standard that I'm just not here for. I'm not here for a lot of other ones, but that's the one that, like, you know, comes to mind first, is how women are treated in regards to their sexuality versus men are praised for it while we get degraded. So the hoe phase, and the reason why I'm bringing this topic up is because in my city recently, like last week, this girl that I went to high school with, some guy like posted all her pictures and videos and stuff on, like, sexual videos and stuff. It was revenge porn all over Snapchat, all over social media, and it took me back to the moment where that happened to me. It wasn't a video, but it was a picture, and I was in like the 9th grade, and just how it made me feel, because there were a lot of people trying to go in on her and like make her feel bad, and it just made me think about the hoe phase and how that people were calling her a hoe. That's why I thought about it, but like how she probably felt and how embarrassing and humiliating that is to have your business put out there by another person and just have people automatically view you negatively because of what someone else said or because of what they heard or whatever. Like I said, when a woman is just carefree, dating, having fun, no ties, no titles, none of that. And I think that is needed. One, because women are pretty much told to find a guy and stay with him. Like, that's just it. Rock shit out with him no matter what. We're supposed to stay through the hurdles. Usually they mean infidelity when they speak of the obstacles and shit that relationships have to go through. It's usually cheating, which I think is unacceptable, because we don't teach men to be prepared or willing to go through the same things with their women, the way that we harp on our girls to stick with the man and don't give up and women now are finding their voice in culture, especially black women, because I think that black women are sexualized from a young age, and we get this hypersexual, promiscuous, freaky girl rap, and we get approached by men really young. Like, I remember getting eyes when I was like 12, like, and I'm pretty sure it was before then, but I just wasn't able as a child to pick up on what that was. I feel like people have to chill with the whole hoe thing, because everybody's a hoe. If you like sex, you're a hoe. And I feel like that's crazy for us to demonize people for liking something that is pleasurable. It's almost like we want women to feel ashamed that they get pleasure from having sex. And we definitely don't want them to have sex with multiple men, because I feel like it hurts the male ego when a woman tells them that they have had multiple sexual partners, because then the man feels like there's some type of silent competition or something, or like he might not measure up. I feel like that's a problem. I feel like a lot of times another thing, men love to sleep with the hoes. They love the hoes. I'm talking about they love the hoes, okay? They love the hoes. They tell the hoes that they want to be with them. But it's something about a woman who takes pride in her sexuality that makes the man uncomfortable or feel insecure. Another thing about the whole revenge porn thing that's really lame is that you had sex with her too. Like, it's not like she just came and fucked you for nothing. Like, you obviously said something, you manipulated her some way into getting there. Or she just went on her own free volition, and then you trying to make her feel like you finessed her out of some pussy, like she shouldn't have made that decision. I think men forget that sex is consensual, and the whole on the first night rep, like, it's cool for a guy to fuck on the first night, but if a girl fucks on the first night, you can't wife her? Like, so are you not a husband? And that's how I think it should work, but that's where the double standard starts. Like, we raise women to be timid, we raise them to be shy, we raise them to be ashamed about sexuality, to be conservative, to not show too much skin because somebody might get the wrong idea. Personally, my whole phase taught me a lot. I learned a lot about what I don't want in relationships, what I don't want in sex, what I do want in sex, and what I do want in relationships. It teaches you what you like. How can you really know what you like if you only do it one time, or if you only do it with one person because everyone else is making you feel like you shouldn't? And that doesn't work for everyone. Like, some people are some people are a one man type of woman, and some women like to experiment and explore before they make a decision. And I feel like both of those women should be equally respected, because one is not better than the other, one is not more wife material than the other. And I feel like a lot of women feel constricted sexually, like they're afraid to explore and experiment and try things because of how they'll be looked at if they do. I felt for her. I really did. Because one, that's embarrassing. You got all these people looking at me like I'm some easy bitch when that's not what it is. Like, I believe in selective hoeing. Like, you choose who you want to have sex with, and it's almost like people hear like, oh, she's a hoe, which means she's easy, she'll have sex with anyone, and that's not the case. And I just feel like people get a really bad rep, and especially me, I got one at a young age, and I was young, so I didn't really understand the stigmas that came behind sex and the consequences that would, result after being viewed as the slut or whatever. But truthfully, the women who were shaming me, because women do it too, and I feel like women do it to other women to make themselves feel better about their own sexuality, like, oh, or make them feel like they're more valuable as a woman. I remember when I lost my virginity, my sister told me that I was damaged goods, bitch. Damaged goods. As if I was worth nothing because it was gone. Like, why do we harp so much on virginity and prudism? Because that doesn't mean that you're a good woman. That's not what that means. And I feel like that's basically the narrative, is that women who are sexually conservative are better wives or better mothers or better role models. And I disagree. Like, personally, my promiscuity and hypersexualism and interest and curiosity stem from a negative place and a negative experience. So the emotions that I felt after I did those things were negative. Like, I felt a lot of shame after every time. I felt a lot of disappointment. I felt less of a woman. I felt inferior. I only felt those things because I was made to feel those things by other people's opinions of whatever it is that I had done, deeming me worthy enough to be a girlfriend or a wife. I felt like I would never have that because of how people thought I was, as if I was incapable of being those things simply because I had sex with you sooner than the last bitch. And I feel like we're grown, so hormones are natural. So it's okay for you to act on your hormones and your arousal, but if I act on it, I'm a hoe. Like, it's just, it drives me nuts because he was posting videos, y'all. I'm talking about every single video he posted. He had sex with whatever girl was in the video, unprotected. He literally said, "Oh, y'all making my pussy count go up, head ass." But it's like somehow men think that by them having sex with a lot of women, it's like a badge of honor. I remember feeling held captive by those labels that people put on me when A, I didn't know any better. B, I was doing it for a completely different reason because I was trying to fill personal voids. My dad had went to Afghanistan, and after that I just kind of spiraled out of control because truthfully I just wanted to feel seen. I wanted to feel cared for, and I wanted attention. My mom was a single mom for the time period that he was gone. She worked a lot and we were on different time schedules, so you know I couldn't talk to my dad like that, and he didn't come home like that either. So I feel like me personally, I took the labels and the criticism and the bullying a lot harder, and I was so young that it made an impression on me, and it forced me to view the world from other people's perspective of me. Even when I started this channel, I thought people was gonna be like, "What this hoe talking about?" But people actually liked the channel, so that worked in my favor. But I think that we kind of have to stop defining ourselves by our sexual behaviors and start defining ourselves in character and who we are as people, and stop judging one another for the decisions that we make in our private life. Like, why are you clocking what somebody else is doing in the bedroom, and why does that make you feel so good to know that people view them so bad? I felt shame for a lot of things that I actually enjoyed, but I could never actually enjoy the experience because I was told not to. It also taught me how to deal with the emotions that I didn't know I was covering up. Because honestly, like for me personally, after every encounter with a man who I knew did not care about me, which was really all I wanted in the process anyway, I use HO as an acronym, and I call it healing our emptiness, because we're all just trying to find something, whether it's find a relationship, find some peace, find some comfort, find some love, find some attention. We're trying to find something when we are hyposexual or when we are extremely promiscuous. I feel like we're searching for something, and sometimes it's ourselves, and we're just trying to figure out who we are, what we like, and what's up with us, which is fine. I think that if we were a little more kind to women while they discovered themselves, we would have not only stronger women, we would have stronger relationships, and we would have men who have a greater respect for those women, because everybody has sex, so it's not like you're doing anything out of the normal. Mine had a purpose. What it taught me was to stop caring about opinions. It taught me to find value within myself and stop seeking validation from the external world. It taught me that anyone who looks down on me because of my past or how other people view me was never meant to be in my life in the first place. And I think that as women, we need to start doing that in general. Start changing the conversations in our heads about sex and about relationships and about everything that we've been taught, and put it in a frame that fits for us as adults, respectively, as individuals, and just understand that everybody isn't the same, that everybody's going through something, and it's not okay for us to think that we're better because we make niggas wait 90 days. Like, cause you can fuck the nigga the first night and he leave, or you can wait 90 days and then he leave on day 91. So yeah, I just don't think it's fair how men get a pass to like be free and have multiple experiences with women and try them all and stick your hands in the cookie jar, you know? It's unfair to use people's past as a weapon, because like I said, we all have our own reasons, and we're all in our different paths in life. And for you to judge someone because they don't do things exactly the way that you would do, or that you have done them, is wrong. So I want to know what y'all think about the hoe phase. Have you ever had a hoe phase? What did you learn from your hoe phase? Why did you go through the phase? And what do you think about it? Like, what do you think about the phase in general? I feel like mine helped me in the long run. It didn't feel good in the moment because I was going through so much pain from the experiences that led up to my hypersexuality and my whole phase. But there were some parts that I did enjoy. I did have fun meeting new people and trying new things, and I feel like it led me to be who I am right now. Not necessarily the sex, but just the ability to make those decisions and feel comfortable in those decisions is what made me feel confident in myself as a woman. So it wasn't liberating until like the end when I got over the high school phase of caring what everybody thought and the cyberbullying. When you get past that, even people from my high school now that watch my channel or that follow me on social media are like, wow, like, you're just so different. Right, because you didn't know me in the first place. You just judged me based off of what? And no, I'm not here saying that, like, you should just go fuck every guy that you see. Like I said, selective whole phase. But no, seriously, like, it's okay to choose. It's okay to make a choice. As long as you can live with the choice, that's all that matters. It is okay to choose. It's okay to choose to not have sex. It's okay to choose to have a lot of sex. It's okay to choose anything. Just make your choice and understand that that choice isn't better than anyone else's choice, and that you have no right to judge anyone else for the choices that they make, because your bag didn't get bigger, your ass didn't get fatter, nothing happened for you, no blessings, no bueno. So just don't do it. I just wanted to make this video really quick because it was on my mind and I failed the other one, so why not just get this out of the way. I didn't have any like structured points because I just kind of wanted to talk freely about it. And yeah, I'm going to talk about more about the experiences that I went through that led up to it, because I do feel like it can help somebody in some way. But I just wanted to, you know, tickle the tongue a little bit and see what you guys thought about hoe. So make sure that you follow me on social media, subscribe to my channel, because we're going to talk about more things like this, and I have a lot more videos coming. Next video is going to be a story time. You're going to get to meet my best friend Danielle and listen to us tell a story about how we got robbed. I love you guys. Hello, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I will see you in the next video.